Hi and welcome to NIBCARD Games tutorial. My name is Casey and today I'll be teaching you how to play Wise Up, Nothing is Binding. It's a 2 to 10 player game. It's suitable for hangouts, family night, games with your colleagues, and themed around trust, bluff, and betrayal. So if you're looking at a game around those themes, this is the game for you. Some of the mechanics include player pairing, rock, paper, scissors, and stealing. Yes, and in this game you get to steal people's points. You know what? Come closer, let me show you. The game components include 30 cards, and they come in two different kinds, the red ones and the green ones. 10 player markers, which come in pairs. 10 share tiles. 10 secure tiles. And 10 steel tiles. Also comes with 10 reference cards, so it makes it easier for players to understand what's happening. And also comes with a marker and a scoring board, an erasable marker and a board. And it also comes with a rule sheet that explains how the game is being played. For tutorial purposes, we'll be using a 4-player game template. During game setup, all the players each receive a steel tile, a secure tile, and a share tile, including a reference card. In this game, I'll be labeling the players as player A, player B, player C, and player D, whose name will go on the scoreboard respectively. The cards are shuffled and placed at the center of the table or at players' arm's reach. And the player markers are used depending on the number of players. For a 2-player game, none of the player markers are needed. However, for a 4-player, 6-player, 8 or 10-player games, player markers are used in pairs. For instance, in an 8-player game, the player marker 1, 2, 3, and 4 are used. For an odd number player game, for instance, in a 3-player game, 5, 7, and 9-player games, a complete pair to the closest even number is used, plus a single player marker card. For instance, in a 7-player game, a pair of 1, 2, 3, and one single card of 4 are used. On each round, a player who has the 4-player marker card will not participate in that round and do not earn a point. So let's continue with our 4-player game. During a round, the player markers are shuffled and distributed amongst the players. And all players must reveal their cards immediately. And this signifies who you're playing with in that round. Player A is playing against player C. Player B is playing against player D. And during your round, each of these tiles are meant to be closed. Players can decide to discuss what they want to play, because if there are some things they can play that could be beneficial to both of them. But remember, the game is called Wise Up because nothing is binding in the game. If players decide to play shares, the 2 players who plays share both get 1 point. And if players decide to play secure, the 2 players who played secure will pick a card. However, let's assume this is being played. Sorry, I'm not looking at it. Player can decide to play random or discuss, but any player, like I said from the beginning, can choose to betray each other. So, wow, this is being played. So these 2 players played share and they both get 1 point each. Player B and player D both get 1 point each. And then player A and player C both played secure, and the 2 players who played secure both pick a card. In the card, there are 2 things that exactly. Okay. So the green card gives you a bonus point, and you can never discard any of these green cards except when it's clearly written on the card. And then the red card are mostly affects other players. So in this case now, it says tell any player which card to play. So in this case, player A and player B gets to pick a card. This picks 2 points, this also picks 2 points. And then all the player markers are returned and shuffled. So I hope we get to see someone stealing points in this round. Okay, this, and then reveal. Okay, reveal. Now in this case, player D and player A are playing against each other. Player C and player B are playing against each other. So let's see what they bring out. This brings out this. This brings out this. This, and this. So let's review. Wow. Okay. So in this case, player D and player A. Player D played secure and player A played steal. In this case, player D will get 3 points and player A will get nothing. And then player C played steal and player B played steal, and both of them get nothing as well. And that signifies the end of the second round. At the end of each round, the player markers are shuffled and redistributed amongst players again until the last round. The game ends once the last round has been played, and the winner of the game is the player who has the highest points. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you've become familiar with Wise Up, Nothing is Binding. See you on the next tutorial video. Bye.